and congratulations, because you have made it to the last episode of our Season 1 recap. After watching this, you will be fully up to date on everything that transpired in the previous chapters of PQ history. So for now, sit back, relax, grab yourself your favorite hot beverage, and let's get started, because we have a lot to get through. In the aftermath of Mercer's crew's recklessness, the Federation calls for the Union to pay reparations to the mining planet Fargus. The Universal Council votes that the Union should indeed be paying for these damages, but this only causes further enmity on the already crowded bastion. The Union is spread thin, trying to relocate its evacuated people and trying to pay the damages to the Federation. As tensions rise between the Union and the Federation, the Empire is rocked by a revolution. Some of its noble houses have risen up in dissent, and the ever-growing presence of the Vulpes Oculi has encroached on the Imperial capital. Unfortunately, both a Union mercenary ship manned by the Protest Syndicate and the Federation ambassador Amanda Cato are caught in the fray. The Universal Council votes that the Protest Syndicate should leave Amanda Cato behind, in order to prevent any further interference in the coup. Unfortunately, this leads to the Federation ambassador meeting her untimely demise during the revolution, at the hands of some unknown entity. The coup comes to a climax, and rumors begin to spread that the Emperor himself has been slain. Gloria Morel is also present in the capital for the supposed ascension of Ivana Crane into the Second Fleet. She claims responsibility for the coup and announces her intent to use the broadcasting network established from Montez's Lycanus public display to send out an address from the Imperial Forum. As the Imperial address is being broadcast across the core systems, every single faction member bears witness to Gloria Morel being lifted above the Forum, held by the metal hand of the Emperor Solus Crane. Valkyrie, Sana, and Yen witness the broadcast and wonder how the Emperor could have possibly survived the attack, with Sana noticing that he is not wearing his Austria, a symbol of Imperial noble houses. Both Sana and Yen decide to contact Yen's cousin, a private investigator, Turmakudo, to talk about a job. The quantum-infused plants inside Station Ignis reach critical mass, and the station is set to blow. The Universal Council votes to preserve the station, and has the Imperial House of Neptus take care of the inside with highly controlled explosives. The station is preserved, but the quantum drive at its core is badly damaged in the process, leaving the station and the Universal Council with limited power. Nevertheless, attached to the station's quantum drive is a more refined, solid version of organic quantum. This material is dubbed Solid Quantum by the Universal Council, and is stored inside Station Ignis until the core systems decide what they want to do with it. In the aftermath of the coup in the Empire, all the noble houses who had anything to do with the revolution are disgraced. In particular, Eden Lycanus, whose Eden is handed over to the House of Nepotus. Marcia Lycanus is publicly executed to serve as an example. A new expedition into the wormholes is being prepared, and the Universal Council must decide on which one of the wormholes is next to be explored. They decide to send Sho, an Imperial citizen who is considered to be the most apt candidate for wormhole travel, through the wormhole in Union space. This risks a potential disturbance into the already fragile Union should the expedition go awry. As Sho enters the wormhole, she is ripped from her ship by an unknown force. A Union Council member by the name of Trice Chavas rescues Sho from the wormhole, but damages himself and his ship in the process. After some investigation, it is discovered that organic quantum has the ability to create miniature wormholes with a short distance range, which is what caused Sho to be ripped from her ship. The core systems are left to wonder what can be developed with this new information. To still the growing chaos in the Union, as a result of the lifted trade restrictions, the reparations to the mining planet Fargus, and Sho's tragic accident, Killian Mercer challenges Valkyrie Bryn to a rite. A rite is an ancient Union custom used to settle disputes. Mercer suggests that the two men fight to the death, and the Universal Council votes to allow the rite to take place. However, as the rite starts, Valkyrie Sana, an old comrade of Bryn's, interferes, costing both her and Mercer their lives, while Bryn survives. Shortly afterwards, at Sana's funeral, Valkyrie Yen contacts Tormakudo, and vows to stop any war between the Union and the Federation. In the meantime, Emmett Lucille and the rest of the Faceless cower in a basement on Arnum. licking their wounds as the Union prepares for war above them. It is also around this time that Sarah Vars contacts Montez as she evades capture by Connors. She warns him of imminent danger before she disappears in a flash of light. Several Union mercenary clans, furious at Sana for interfering in the raid, begin taking offensive action against the Federation on the border. As matters escalate between the Federation and the Union, all three wormholes suddenly begin to expand rapidly, threatening to envelop the entire core systems. The Universal Council is contacted by Sarah Vars, who claims to have a means of stopping the expansion of the wormholes. She reveals her belief that the Cradle is a living creature, and that it's wounded, and that the expansion of the wormholes is a defense mechanism. The Council votes to trust Sarah Vars, and sends all organic quantum test subjects to the Cradle on Mimir. The Cradle reacts incredibly strangely to the presence of the test subjects, opening itself up and revealing a large cavern within, which all the test subjects run towards. They are swallowed by the Cradle before it closes itself entirely, and all the caves of Mimir begin to collapse. Sarah Vars says goodbye to Montez, using a suit she fashioned from solid quantum to fly through the wormhole closest to Mimir, searching for a way to repair the Cradle permanently. Ivana Crane walks about the palace and wonders whether or not she made the right decision. She thinks back to the coup, and we learn that she was in the room when Gloria Morel struck a blade in the Emperor's back, and that Ivana seemingly did nothing to stop it. She watched her grandfather die, or at least so she thought. Solace Crane appears next to her but says nothing, and Ivana once more laments the absence of her brother as she settles in for a long wait. On the planet Finch, Emmett meets with a hooded figure who is revealed to be Hayley Gwen. It is implied that he somehow saved her life, as she reveals a scar across her chest from where a Gamayun sniper shot her. Hayley agrees to join the Faceless, but warns Emmett that he can no longer be working from the shadows. Montez remembers the moment he left his family, but there seems to be someone else present in the memory. Someone important to him. He sees something flash up on his intercom, a call from Turma Kudo, and he accepts it. Kudo hangs up on Montez, pondering their conversation. While going through new footage of Julius Lycanus' murder, Kudo recognizes Montez's smirk on one of the guards, leaving him to believe that Montez truly was in two places at once. He then examines two sets of footage of Solace Crane, one with Astria and one without, looking at them very closely. Failing to reach Yen, he sets off to the mining planet Fargus, where his cousin might be in trouble. Well, that's everything, Explorers. You are now fully up to date on everything that happened in Season 1. Now that Season 2 has started, we'll be releasing new episodes of PQ Rewind every 2 months or so, making sure you always have an easy way of getting back into the story. But of course, the best way to keep up with the ever-expanding lore of PlanetQuest is by being part of our Discord. We post a new chapter of our storyline about every week, and you guys get to vote on the outcome. If you're not a part of our PQ community just yet, just head on over to planetquest.io and sign up. And that's everything for now, Explorers. Back to your stations, and we'll see you on Discord.